Hey buddy, what's up? Just want to get this video out there because I've been watching a lot of videos. I did my hands on, and I basically just want to give my final verdict about the new iPhones and iPhone Max. Um, so I've been watching a lot of videos, and one of the person's video that I checked out was one of the people's video person. Which one is it? Hmm. Okay. Somebody's video that I checked out, right? Your average consumer, you guys should definitely check him out. He's pretty cool. I like his videos. But I've had some hands on with the iPhone 10x Max, and it's definitely like it definitely feels like the same size as the 7 Plus or the 8 Plus, etc. But the difference is that people is not recognizing is the screen is actually bigger. So even though the form factor of the phone, probably the width, probably it's a little bit taller. No, in fact, no, it's not taller. The 7 Plus and the 8 Plus I think is taller, right? But the screen to body ratio on the Max, it's much bigger, right? So now, if you think about it, on the Plus version of the 7, 6, and all of them, right, it was 5.5. Now on the Max is a 6.4. If you think about it now, or it's a 6.5, I don't remember, whatever. But if you really think about it now, right, the problem with that is, even though people look at it like, oh, I want a bigger phone, I wanted the big form factor, stuff like that, fine. But by having the Max and the screen extending all the way to the top, besides the notch, and all the way to the bottom, what ended up happening is now the phone is even harder to handle than the Plus version of the older models because the screen stretches so far. So just to get to the top of the screen to pull down for your notification or to pull down for the Wi-Fi and all that stuff, just to do that, it's much harder now. So if you think it was hard before on the 5.5 on the Plus variant of the older phones, it's going to be much harder now to do that on the new phone. And honestly, the difference between the 10 and the new phones, it's not that crazy for you to be like, yo, I need to go get rid of my 10 to get it. Because from what I've seen, battery life on the 10X Max is nothing crazy. A lot of people get like about the same amount of screen on time as the 10, because you got to remember, even though it's a bigger battery, it's a bigger screen. So even though it has a better processor, the bigger screen still needs more power, so it's going to use more battery life. So the battery is still going to die faster. Now, if that screen was a 1080p screen like the R, then the battery would last way longer. But that's not the case here, okay? And I don't think the new phones is really worth the upgrade if you have a 10. If you have a 7 or you have a 6S or a 6, then by all means do your upgrade, whatever. But just be mindful that the Max version of the phone is not that easy to navigate or move around on that phone because of how big the screen is. I personally, if I had a 7 still, or if I had a 6 or a 6S, I personally wouldn't have got the Max, because from having the 10 and I had the 7 Plus before this, I really appreciate the form factor of the 10, knowing that I got a bigger screen, right? I got a bigger screen. I got a top of the line camera, top of the line screen resolution. I got top of the line quality and build quality. Knowing that I got all of that, I am so happy, because I don't need a pop socket for this phone. For my 7 Plus, I needed a pop socket because it was so annoying to shimmy my phone around, especially with one hand use. And I use my phone with one hand a lot because I'm a person that swipes a lot. So for me, with the Max, like moving my finger from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen it wasn't practical. It didn't feel comfortable at all. And because of that, I wasn't able to hold the phone more secure than I usually do, because my fingers couldn't stretch out to hold it properly and to type. So I had to like it I don't know, man. I mean, by all means, if you want it, go get it. Okay? Don't let me defer you from getting it. All I'm trying to say is it wasn't the best handling experience for one-handed use, and you're not getting no crazy battery life for you to be like, okay, this is the main reason why I want it, because the battery lasts way longer. If it was coming like with a 4,000 milliamp battery, and the battery was giving you like another 2 hours screen on time, then yes. And don't make the description on the Apple's website fool you, because a lot of times they will put, oh, it lasts this time or lasts that time. That's not true, because a lot of times I don't even get this phone to last basically how long they say it's supposed to last. So everybody's use of the phone is different. Some people's watching movies, some people watching videos, some people just scrolling through Instagram, and everybody's gonna get different screen on time. So always keep that in mind. My phone, I kill my phone twice a day, because I'm a hardcore power user. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, which is basically using the audio, and the screen is constantly on, so the screen get used a lot. And when I was playing Fortnite on it, that makes it even worse, because my phone was always being used. It was always hot. The screen was always being touched. It was dying pretty quick. So I could kill any phone pretty quickly, especially if I'm playing Fortnite on it. So yeah, don't make that fool you. But go to the store, hold the phone for yourself, try to handle it, see how it feels, and then move over and try the regular small version, the 5.8, and try that and see how that feels. And just know that you're not losing nothing if you get the smaller version. You still get the A12 processor, you still get the good camera, you still get the good screen resolution, you still get everything the Max has. So you're not really losing nothing. The only thing you're losing is the bigger screen, and that's honestly just it. So this is Jay Gallus. Always, as usual, rate, subscribe, share with your friends. Peace.